The Osgood File. This is Charles Osgood. It is April 12th. On this day in 1945, President Franklin Roosevelt died. And on this day in 1861, the Civil War started with a Confederate attack on Fort Sumter. In commemoration of the bloodiest war in U.S. history, the National Archives has put 25,000 Civil War-era documents online. That's where Cheryl Wills found the discharge papers of Sandy Wills, her great-great-great-grandfather, a volunteer who fought in what were called the United States Colored Troops of the Union Army.
What was your reaction?
Utter shock, and my mouth went dry. Just clicked up on my computer like poof, like magic. It's surreal.
And suddenly, she says,
He became real to me 150 years after his death. He came alive.
to commemorate the great Civil War that began 150 years ago this day, says our CBS News colleague Bill Plant.
Now, those Civil War draft registration records are available online at Ancestry.com, which digitized them for the National Archives. They're free for a week on Ancestry.com and will go back to the National Archives website after 5 years.
Both Union and Confederate soldiers are in there.
Documentary filmmaker Ken Burns found a great-great-great-grandfather, a Confederate soldier, from the record of his application for a pension after the war.
I know that Abraham Burns, my great-great-great-grandfather, stood this high, that he had gray eyes.
Ken Burns thinks these discoveries are not just about the past.
We see a movement in this country to learn more and more and more about that essential human question: who am I and where did I come from?
It proves again that, as William Faulkner wrote, the past is never dead. It isn't even past.
The Osgood File. Charles Osgood on the CBS Radio Network.